Like, how is it gone? Just doing an update on a hunt build. I think I'm going to call this one the ONI Destroyer. So I've been using this build quite a lot recently. In the most recent videos I've been doing stuff, and a lot of people have asked what's different and what's new and what have changed, etc. So I thought I'd just do a little update and show you what's going on. I'll put some gameplay here so you can see the kind of gameplay that I'm doing with this build. Right. I'm just going to do a little demonstration. I haven't got my fire arrow, but what we're going to do is we're going to smoke bomb, get that ultimate off, sticky bomb out of there, get as many headshots as we can to get that resolve back. There we go, look, I'm literally one hit. Oh no, got it. Alright, nice one. So let's take a look at the build. We got Water Katana, perfect parry, Oni damage, Way the Flame. Why am I using Oni damage and not ultimate damage? Well, the ultimate for the hunter is just unbelievably strong. And I have ultimate damage on my charm as well. So I felt like the only enemies that were really kind of still standing after I'd, done my attacks were typically the Oni. So I thought on the Water Katana, why not? I mean, I got some really great helpful tips from players like Danku and No Limit and Alex and Liquid Drone and stuff. They all use Oni damage, I believe, so thanks to those guys for letting me know. Let me be part of the crew. And then we got Skip and Stone Bow next. This is the legendary bow. Headshots reach stage or nearby enemy. Range resolve gain to get that ultimate back. Range damage to put out even more damage. And I go with helmet piercing ammo. You can kind of use whatever you want here. A lot of people prefer headshot refund just to make sure that you don't have to keep going and picking up the ammo and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of the enemies in Nightmare who are easy to hit actually have helmets. Like I think the bomb pack people, not sure their official names, but the people with like the gunpowder, like guns almost as well, sometimes they have helmets on. And also the guys with like the axe that like swing at your feet, really hard to dodge those ones. I think you have to jump actually, but yeah, they've got a helmet on too, and they're all really easy to hit with a headshot. So that's why I've got this on, just to get that resolve back in the smoke bomb. And then I'm running a utility charm with ultimate damage, Oni damage, and Fire Master. You can opt in for this one, so ultimate damage, Fire Master, or you could go a stealth charm. I haven't quite got one yet, but on the stealth charm you'd want status effect damage, ultimate damage, and Fire Master. So the one I've went for is ultimate damage, Oni damage, and Fire Master. Once again, same reason for the Oni damage. Just putting out so much more damage on those guys. And they're really good enemies to use when you're in the smoke bomb to get the headshots, because they don't die and they don't move around too much. You just have to make sure you don't aim at their like haircut, because the arrow just like flies through their head. But when you're gaining your resolve, you're actually putting out so much more damage. I've nearly got 20% more damage on those every time I just get one of those headshots. Just smash them out as quick as you can. But yeah, once again, same reason. The only enemies that are really difficult to kill are the Onis, so all that Oni damage is just really helping out there. Next up, Sticky Bomb. Damage increase, cooldown reduction on kill, increase radius. Damage increase, just put out that bit of damage. Cooldown reduction on kill, this is really important. So usually in the kind of like runs when you're on your own, and you'll get about 10 kills ish, I think it's about 10 around, so that's 37 seconds for me off my cooldown if I can get all 10 of those kills. And I want to be getting this back, making sure that I've pretty much got it for each one of my waves, like each round. I want to be able to use this at least once, whether it be at the start or whether it be at the end when I've got, maybe I've got no any left or a couple of brutes got through or something, just chuck this and take it out. It's really important to be using that cooldown reduction on kill to get it back. And then last but not least, Smoke Bomb. Why is Smoke Bomb important? Because we want to be pushing the waves as much as possible, and when you use your Smoke Bomb, the enemies can't really pass you most of the time on most maps. There's some exceptions, but the majority of the time They won't pass you. The fire arrows that shoot from the sky, they will not target you, and they just stand there looking a bit dazed, and you can just get those headshots left, right, and center. Munitions, this is helping the Ronins on the team with the bombs, and also myself with the ammo, because I have helmet piercing ammo on rather than headshot refund. Okay, let's look at techniques. Explosive arrow, got that Fire Master on, and then status damage in the middle here, an extra 25%, so that's 50% overall already, extra damage on the fire arrows and the explosive arrow and Wear the Flame. Next up, we got decrease class ability cooldown by 15%. You can go for Executioner if you want to. When you're in the smoke bomb pushing waves, 50% extra damage for headshots, I mean, I'll take that. But I am going with decreased class ability cooldown by 15%, just to make sure I have this fire arrow ready for the start of waves. If you can, get the headshot. If you can't, hit the floor, but I would recommend trying to get the headshot for your explosive arrow, because it ricochets when you have the skip and stone bow, and it's just going to do so much more damage if you get the headshot. And last but not least, we got All Seeing Eye. So I have Uchitsune, can target 2 more enemies. This is the ultimate. If you're less confident with the bow, I recommend Pinpoint. But I mean, as well, I don't use aim assist, but a lot of players do, especially a lot of top players. They all use aim assist. It's not a bad thing. It's just I prefer to play my game without it. I don't know why. I've never used it before, but yeah, if you're less confident with the bow, definitely go Pinpoint. But if you want to put out a bit more damage, your ultimate is basically the way you're going to destroy everything. 2 more enemies. If you're lucky, get 5 ricochets off that. That's 10 enemies. Pretty much a whole wave instantly dead, apart from the Onis. And then we got that extra 20% Oni damage and extra 20% ultimate damage. So you know, we're doing a ton of damage. Hope you like the build. Feel free to try it out for yourselves, and let me know if you have any improvements or suggestions. The only thing that would probably change would maybe be the charm. But yeah, I mean, it's up to you whether you want to go Oni damage or fire damage, I guess, or any other perks that you want in there. Maybe status effect damage and a stealth charm. But I personally am going with Oni damage right now. I just seem to be melting them left, right and centre. Anyway, I hope you like the build. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope this helps. Cheers, see you later.